And he's like, the leaf, the ball and the leaf. What is your ball and what is your leaf? Can't look at you. Shinzo Sasageo. Shinzo Sasageo. This video is not spoiler free.
Good.
Just to let you know. All right.
It's been out for long enough. It's okay. There's spoilers.
All right. Wow. What a crazy week. And by that I mean I watched Attack on Titan about a week ago, and now I'm sitting down to talk about it. And I'm here with Erik, Chaos Lord.
Hi.
Yeah, that was him. Char is here as well. Charlie watched some of Attack on Titan. He is not to be trusted with all of it because he probably took a nap.
Mm-hmm.
But
He didn't like it that much.
I guess not. He really likes Phantom of the Opera.
It didn't have enough opera in it. He wasn't too into it.
You're probably right. Alright, starting out with the history of me and Attack on Titan. If you can't tell, I've got the merch. And yeah, I bought this merch back in the day when I watched the first season because I was a first season Attack on Titan girly, and it's kind of embarrassing to say, but also kind of not. I had a anime Instagram where I would post about the characters' birthdays of Attack on Titan.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've shared that with you. I
You
might
never
have.
have.
No,
No.
I haven't. Okay.
No, you haven't.
So yeah,
I would distinctly remember
it was
that,
like Jean's birthday. We'd be like, "Happy birthday, Jean!" You're like 15 or however old he was,
Oh boy.
because I was like 14. It was pretty funny.
Tough times.
Tough times. The funny thing is, I remember I would be posting about it in my history class, which is so funny, and I'd be drawing like little cartoons. This was my weeb era. We had a guitar club, and I'd bring my guitar in, and like one of the 5 acoustic songs I know, Sabrina, she just knocked over a tuna can that's empty. One of the 5 acoustic songs I know, because most of the stuff that I knew how to play was like drop D, electric guitar, metal stuff. It was the opening theme of Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
So
It's pretty sick.
yeah, everybody was tired of me. But yeah, so I watched the first season and I loved it, and I even watched the what do you call it when they're dubbed but they're like all the wrong words, unabridged, right?
The abridged.
The abridged series. I watched all of the abridged series one night, woke up at 6 in the morning. Sorry, I didn't wake up. I stayed up all night and watched the abridged series, and then I went to school. So I really liked Attack on Titan. It was
never continued on.
I never did. You know why? They took forever.
They did.
And at the time I wasn't reading web manga. So there was one moment when one of my friends had a Attack on Titan compendium, and it didn't have like everything in it. I'm not sure how much it had, but I remember it had the chapters with the Jean meme. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I typed in Gene meme. It's just
Why am I saying Jean?
Well, it's John. It's John.
But I see
that's
Gene
I'm just seeing
memes.
genes.
Okay. I will find it and I will insert it, but it had that in there and we were cracking up dying.
The compendium was volumes 1 through 5.
Yeah. That would make sense.
And there's 7 of them.
It's like the first time Eren and Jean fight, and everybody's eating potatoes or whatever.
And when he says he has a horse face.
Is that it? Is
I think
that
that's it.
where he has the horse face? Anyway, that was a huge moment in 2014. God, I don't even remember. I saw something from 2016 today, and I was like, oh, I read this when it came out. What year did this come out? And it was 2016, and I was like, oh my god, that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, it took me this long to finish Attack on Titan. I did watch the 2nd season a few months ago, and then watched the 3rd and 4th this past
I think it's
2 months.
Yeah.
This
I think
month.
past couple months.
Yeah, so I've been watching a few episodes every week, however many I can get through after work. And yeah, where should I start?
The beginning.
The beginning. At the
only
beginning.
way to begin is to begin.
The beginning. I don't like horror, I don't like gore, and I liked Attack on Titan. Why is that? One theory is that I watched and played a lot of zombie stuff when I was a child, and it scared the crap out of me. It started with Call of Duty Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I would force myself to play it even though they'd be coming at me and I'm in a corner because my brother was there. And he would shoot the zombies, right? Sometimes. Sometimes it just, you know. Well,
they get overbearing.
I think... Also, the zombies in Oblivion. Oh my god. Have you played Oblivion, Erik?
No. Never did.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I do want to play the new one.
Let me
The
tell
remaster.
you. Okay, you should, and I should as well. I've been thinking about it. But in Oblivion, at the beginning, you're in prison,
Mm-hmm.
and basically you're out of prison all of a sudden because Uriel Septim the 5th or something? 7th?
I played Skyrim. That had zombies, I think.
Uriel Septim the 7th came to power in 3E 368 and reigned for several decades. So he shows up and he's like, I've seen you from my dreams. And you're like, oh, okay. And then, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler because it's in the first 3 minutes, okay? And then you go through the sewers, and then you get to the gate, and then you make your character look really gross because there's no way that you can come out of there not looking like a lump of 3D model disaster. And then, either before you get to the end of the sewers, it is, I think, you save. You have a chance to save before you make your character. And I would always do it right before you make your character's face. That way I'd always have a save file because you run into a zombie, one singular zombie, and it makes it's like, I'm gonna play it right now.
Like a slow zombie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oblivion zombie sewers. And I would have to go. Charlie, honey, those batteries are not for you. I would have to go and get my brother and be like, oh my god, please get me past the zombie. And so these rats would scurry and they'd scare me too, but not as bad as a zombie, okay?
Okay.
So here's the sewer zombie. That's not what it sounds like when it's coming at you in the dark though, okay? When it's coming at you in the dark. Let me see zombie noises. This is not what you signed up for on this Attack on Titan video, is it? Let me find the zombie sound. This is a flame atronach. Oh, here it is. Oh.
That's kind of fair. That's pretty scary.
That's it. That's it. And it's just silent, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Besides the... Okay. So, anyway, it was so scary. But besides the point. So I just can't handle horror stuff. But I think, like, because of the desensitization when I was a kid, I think I could do, like, zombie stuff pretty well. So I'm not saying that they're zombies, but they do eat people. And I think that I'm okay. So my first impression was I thought Eren was a little annoying. I'm sorry, who the heck doesn't? Okay, I'm sorry. But I thought he was a little annoying. I thought Mikasa was too quiet, and I didn't see a lot of interest in Armin. You know, he's like the nerdy boy with the terrible haircut.
Yeah.
Just you wait, okay? Just you wait. All of my opinions change, okay? I can't help it.
Still has a terrible haircut in the end.
He does.
Still does.
His haircut in the end isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people hate it. I'm a little indifferent. It's what's in the heart that matters, okay?
Yeah, true.
All right. Well, I instantly loved Levi.
That's fair.
I had a little crush. Usually when I have little crushes on cartoon characters, I don't take them that seriously. But my favorite character was probably Levi.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool. I thought he was suave. I thought he was bad beep. And especially when he's like fighting and you get to like learn his team with Petra and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought he was really cool. And I really felt for him in him losing his friends, in, you know, being this guy who's great at what he does, but then he has to have Eren around and has to basically babysit him and like politics, whatever. So I think throughout, Levi is one of my favorite characters. I think by the end, there were characters I liked a little bit more.
Okay.
I actually think that Armin might have been my favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that. I thought you would have stuck with Levi.
I mean, I really do. Levi has a place in my heart, but I think that Armin, throughout the story, is the driving factor. Like, I think, like, where so many characters are reactionary, like, this is a reactionary world where people have to die or be killed, die or be dead. Die or be dead.
Fight or be dead?
So it's like,
Wait, what?
in the very last episode, in the very last 10 minutes, we can cut this part.
Sarina's so cute right
No, she being so
now.
cute.
She's laying on her back with one arm up.
Kill or be killed.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, thanks. Alright, so kill or be killed. Oh man, what was I talking about before this though?
I don't even remember how we got there. Oh, reactionary?
Oh yeah, so everybody was reactionary. You know, it's kill or be killed. You gotta act in the moment. You don't really have much control, much that you can control. You just have to kill or be killed. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Armin, whereas like before it was Eren mostly doing the, you know, we gotta do this, we gotta take action, even though he was like at times putting everyone at risk. Mm-hmm. You know, going straight for the colossal titan when he should have been catching people falling. I think Sasha caught somebody once in the first season when he was after the colossal. And I think that Eren is like the driving force at the beginning, but then Armin is the sense of logic for me.
Throughout the whole thing, I would say.
Yeah, and I mean, like in like writing and story writing and stuff, you always, not always, but like some of the times they have a character that is meant to connect with the reader and put the reader kind of in the universe. Mm-hmm. Like somebody who has basically explained what's happening in the universe. That way we can be like, oh, I'm so glad they explained it to that character because I don't know what's going on. And I feel like that's the way with Armin, is that people are doing stupid crap and you're just like, why don't we do something logical? And that's Armin. He's like, why don't we do something logical? Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody recently, and they said that they felt like Armin should have died when Erwin, should I say Erwin or Erwin?
It's Erwin.
Okay. The German classes in me won't let me say it without a B. So Erwin, he said that he thinks that like Armin's character should have ended at that moment when he's given the serum. What do you think, Erik?
Fully disagree.
I fully disagree too! Yeah. So I was like, what the heck?
I was going to ask what you thought about the parallel of Armin and Erwin, because I've also heard people who are like, did they make the right choice? They did. So Erwin's entire thing was trying to figure out the history of the Titans. Trying to figure out why they do things.
Yeah.
Once they get, this is just going way forward than the beginning. Once they get into the basement, he's already completed that goal. His goal is done. That's what Levi said before he dies.
That's so true.
He says, lead our soldiers to fight. I got it from here.
So true. You know, I didn't think of it like that because, like, I feel like he, like, not that it is summed up to a generational thing, but I do feel like Armin is a parallel of the time, but with the optimism and with the, you know, like, he doesn't start out as a fighter.
Right. Because both their parents did the same thing.
Erwin's a fighter.
Yeah. Their parents showed them that there is something else out there.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I really love that. I mean, it was so sad that he didn't continue on, but I think personally that Erwin's character
should have ended there.
Yes, exactly.
He would have had nothing else after that.
Yeah.
He would have been a Jaegerist.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
Loser. Yeah. So first season, I liked it. Some characters I did. Oh my gosh. Some characters that didn't resonate with me. I know everybody's gonna hate me. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not gonna sing that. I'm sorry. So, Sasha. I'm sorry. Now, I do intensely love that they explore her character later on, because my biggest fault with this series is that they did not explore Mikasa enough for me. And I've heard the manga is different. I am not extremely sure on all that the manga goes into with Mikasa's character, but I'm glad that they gave Sasha some shining moments in the anime, some backstory, and they do have a lot of moments where Sasha is admirable, like when she saves that guy, when she saves a girl from the Titan. I think there's a lot of admirable things about Sasha. I think that my problem is that the potato... I'm sorry. I don't love when one character kind of gets thrown into, like, one shtick, and then they keep referencing it over and over and over.
That her thing was food.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I think that was it for me. But she just didn't shine a lot to me in the first season. Like, there were characters that shined a lot more. Yeah. I didn't like Reinhardt at first. Reinhardt?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, Reiner.
I
say Reinhardt because you Overwatch it.
I was going to say, do you know why I say that?
I already know.
I always say that. Yeah. I always call him, it's Reiner, and I'm always saying Reinhardt. You know, it's the same problem with the publisher. Anytime I'm writing Reinhardt as a publisher, it's not spelled like Reinhardt from Overwatch. It's a big problem.
You just love Reinhardt.
I'm always making a typo. Historia didn't stand out to me much. Of course, you know, it's kind of... She's supposed to fly under the radar, right?
Like, just from the first
season? Just from the first season. Okay. She definitely stands out later. Yeah, and that's what I have in mind for the first season.
I think that makes sense. The first season is really Eren focused. Like, it's not... I think most people aren't supposed to be like, oh, these other characters are super interesting.
Yeah.
They're not.
I will say, when I was watching the first season, I was watching it at home. I was watching it on the phone. I specifically remember my parents going to the flea market, and I asked my mom, because my phone died, I asked her if I could keep her phone in the car so I could watch Attack on Titan, because it had just gotten to where Titan Eren was fighting Titan, who's my lookalike?
Annie?
Annie, thank you. Yeah.
The female Titan.
Yeah, fighting the female Titan. And I was like, oh my god, this is crazy! So I was in it deep, and there was so much mystery about it, so much intrigue about where the Titans came from and everything. Yeah. So that was my experience with the first season. Anything to add about the first season, you think?
I don't think so. I want to hear your history of it.
Alright.
So when did you go to season 2?
Season 2, I might have actually started... For all I know, it could have been, like, earlier this year.
So it was a long break from it.
There was a long break. I was aware of when the final season came out because people around me were watching it. But I didn't want to watch it at the time because while they were watching it, I was working. And I was like, I have to catch up because they were caught up on the other seasons. I basically was in college when the newer seasons came out. I was busy. I did watch some anime in college, but not a lot. I was really doing lots of stuff.
So out of your Weeb
I did leave my Weeb era for a minute. I think the most anime I watched in college was some of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I probably rewatched Death Note, and oh yeah, when COVID was going on, I did watch some other stuff like Odd Taxi. I really loved Odd Taxi, some Naruto. But like the first part of my college life I don't think I was watching many TV shows or anything. Well, I was watching Daredevil and the OA, but not a lot of anime.
I love the OA.
Bro, I love the OA too.
Why have we never talked about that?
Oh my god, I don't think anybody ever talks about OA.
They don't, because it's so niche.
I guess
I haven't heard anyone else talk about it.
I watched it, and then during finals week, it was finals week, and I rewatched it.
It's such a good show. Season 2, bad. Didn't like season 2. Season 1,
I don't
great.
even know if I care about season 2. I do think it's crazy when I hit play, and that man's butt was on screen.
Don't you remember that?
You don't remember that? It's like the opening 10 seconds, bro. Be careful if you're opening OA with family around. Because, he was going at it.
We gotta talk about that after. We gotta talk about
We do. And I mean, it has, what's that actor's name? Draco's father. Yes. And he's so good. I didn't even realize that was the same actor at the time.
Correct guy.
And then I was like...
Baldur's Gate 3 too.
Of course I should have known. I really want to play Baldur's Gate. I just don't have... I have a Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. And Xbox 360. I'm like 10 years behind. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching a lot of anime. So yeah, I started watching the second season, and while the second season was playing, I was practicing my kanji. So I will really just put it on in the background and practice my kanji.
That's crazy to me because of the major thing that happens in season 2. That reveal.
Are we talking about the reveal of Reiner?
Yeah, Daredevil.
So that's kind of crazy because I knew that was Reiner, okay? I knew since I looked at Reiner and then I looked at the Armor Titan. And people will be like, oh my god, what? Maybe they won't. Sorry, that sounded really annoying. But the thing, if Kyle were here, he would tell you, and I don't mean to brag about myself, but a lot... It's been so long, you'll have to catch me up on it. Okay, I'm back. So, what were you talking about?
You were saying you didn't mean to brag, but...
Oh yeah, I don't mean to brag. But I a lot of times when I'm watching stuff, I can just kind of, guess at what's going to happen. And I think it's less of like how special I am and more of like how predictable TV shows can be. Like with foreshadowing and everything. So one thing that I did really love about this anime is that I couldn't guess everything. How the heck am I gonna guess about Marley? Or guess about, there's this whole history behind the Eldian Empire, and you've got Eldians, and you've got Marleyans, and then you've got immune Eldians and Marleyans, and then you've got this weird thing that basically can come out of a person and started the whole Titan thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Reiner reveal is a little easier to figure out because they do look exactly the same. But like Bearhole being
now,
the Titan, that's
I
weird.
can guess Bearhole.
Yeah. I think that reveal is also just good because it's so out of nowhere and in the background of it.
I just realized this music was playing.
Yeah. So you didn't read the manga at all, right?
For all I know, I read the first 5 volumes because, like I said, we had a compendium.
Yeah.
And anytime I did have a physical volume of a manga in the library, I would read it.
I would think maybe because I think that might have been after volume 5.
Mm-hmm.
But like in that reveal, in the way that it is in the anime where they're kind of going away from them talking, in the manga is very just
I've actually,
like the text boxes are small and you just see them in the very back.
I've actually seen the panel,
and
only recently when I was looking up Attack on Titan memes, but I mentioned this too because Kyle walked in while I was watching that episode, and he was like, "Wait a second, rewind that." So I'm pretty sure, and I'm sorry if this is wrong, Kyle, but I'm pretty sure he said that he missed that when he was watching it.
I've looked up. I watch a lot of reaction videos of people watching things that I like watching, because I like to watch people watch things.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that I've seen that had to rewind it also, and be like, "What did they say?"
Yeah, because he tends to watch it while doing something else, and I was like, "Oh."
It's easy to miss even if you're actively looking at it.
Yeah.
Because of the way they play it.
So interesting to me. So when I think of moments that really like had me, oh my god, that part didn't have me like, oh my god, but it was one of those moments that like stands out to me as being like, what the heck?
That was definitely an oh my god moment for me because I had absolutely no thoughts on who was a Titan and who wasn't at that point.
Yeah, so for me, I didn't really think that, you know, there was a whole nother group of Titans against them.
Yeah.
So, like, I was trying to figure out, like, are these people in the squad that are, like, trying to mess things up? Are all of Titans like this? You know, lots of, like, who the heck knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So season 2, it's kind of hard for me to remember, like, where season 2 began and where it started since I, like, had so many.
I think if I remember, season 2, I also kind of forget. Season 2 was very Reiner and Berthold reveal, talking about the traitors, them, and then them trying to get Eren. But that also, season 2 was Ymir and Historia.
Yes.
At that point.
Yeah, and Ymir at the tower sacrificing herself. That part was like, what to me?
Yeah.
Because when the writing was revealed, and they were like, what kind of script is that?
When Reiner's reading it. See, I like that too because I didn't see the foreshadowing at all before that. I was like, yeah, what are they reading?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't read it, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
But
I also thought that was really cool.
Now, do you remember why all of that is in that tower? Because I think you find out in season 3.
So long. No, refresh my memory.
So Reiner, Berthold, and Zeke were the ones that were
yes,
in the
were
tower.
there. Yeah, okay,
he forgot
he
was in the tower.
Yeah.
So that's why he's like, oh, there's canned herring.
Yes.
They brought it there.
Yes. Oh, I remember now. The walking at night in the dark, I think, was also season 2, where they were patrolling around the walls trying to find a breach. Or am I wrong about that?
I think so.
Well, I just thought that was crazy because I was like, oh my gosh, Titans are going to come out from the dark.
I don't remember that actually.
Yeah, it could have been in season 1. And then, like, all the flashbacks with the history, which I feel a certain way about it. Like, on the one hand, I love flashbacks going into, like, friendships and, like, here's what happened at the end. But on the other hand, I also, you know, those are gaps that I feel like shortened the lifespan of certain points. Like the training, for example, it was like 1 episode.
Yeah.
Do we really need 20 episodes to go to them training? No.
No.
Do we really need to see them every single interaction that they have had with each other up until a certain point? No. You really get a lot from flashbacks and not having stuff revealed immediately, where you can, like, learn about it later and be like, oh my gosh, I should rewatch this and see their interactions before knowing the history that they shared. So, like, I like that aspect a lot.
I think Attack on Titan did really well with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did really well with that at the very end, especially, personally.
Yeah,
We'll
like, there's probably foreshadowing that you have missed because I'm still learning things that I haven't, like, I never noticed.
Yeah.
And it's so, that amount of foreshadowing is crazy. But season 2, I think that's most of it. You learn about Asoria, you learn about the king, and I think season 3 is when they meet the king. I think it's season 3.
I think so too. And the thing about the king, the thing about the king and with Historia is, for me, it felt off in the anime. It probably read better in the manga, for me personally. Because in the manga, I didn't read the manga, because in the anime, I felt like it was so weird that this minor character, Historia, is the queen, you know, the princess or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like...
It just has royal blood, I guess.
Yeah, you know, the queen, Historia.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? And I was also like, why does royal blood matter that much? Like, hello, people are getting eaten by titans. Are we really that concerned with who's ruling? But then, of course, you know. And
it was very, very important, actually.
Yeah. So I was just kind of all sorts of like, okay, why are we putting more focus on this? And then, like, when it shifted to everything in the, like, icy looking caverns, I was like, what's going on here? Like, this feels really different. And I think most of the issue is that, I rewatched season 1 several different times, even abridged versions, and then to have gone so long since that, I think I might have rewatched season 1 before doing season 2. But to have gone so long and to be so familiar with the first season and then to go into the second season and then just have it be like different.
Yeah.
I think it was just like kind of like a shock to me.
And then season 3 was very exposition heavy, like very more heavy. Because I think that's also when they go to the basement.
Yep. And that took too long for me. Because every single episode... Oh yeah, Zeke. Mm-hmm. Every single episode I was like, go to the basement. Yeah. You all are taking too long. Go to the freaking basement. Don't worry about where the breach is. Go to the basement first.
Yeah. They take so long for them.
I was so impatient. Yeah.
That's a valid criticism. It takes really long for them to get to the basement.
And then with Zeke's story and learning like, oh, actually there's Marley and there's Eldians. Mm-hmm. And keeping up with that was hard for me. Because
I know, since we were watching it together, I realized that you missed the part where you know who Zeke is. Yeah. Because later on when they talk about them being brothers.
Yeah, I missed that they were brothers.
You didn't know who Zeke was at that point.
Yeah. I'm going to blame it on my post-work brain. I've used up all my energy for 12 hours.
Let me ask you, before we get more into season 3, what did you think about the relationships like with Ymir and Historia? Like that?
Oh, I loved that. I wish I could remember more since it's been a while. Mm-hmm. But I really liked that idea. And oh my gosh, it was so heartbreaking. Oh my gosh.
You just remember it.
Like, yeah, I'm like remembering images and like when she's sacrificing herself. Oh man. I on one hand I want to rewatch it, and I think I should rewatch it like all the way through.
Right.
Once at least.
I think it's.
But that was like one of the like saddest parts, and with the letter, like she wrote a letter, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. I don't think you ever find out what's in the letter, but it's. I also like that relationship because I think once you learn that Ymir was like kind of like 100 years old, and like she was
shit.
Like she because she was asleep for so long.
Oh my god, I forgot that entirely.
Yeah. So, like, she knew so much about the history.
Oh, my God. I forgot that entirely.
I think she's the first time you find out about the history of the Titans is from her. Or from the outside world.
I forgot that entirely.
Yeah.
For me, I think the thing I love the most about Ymir and Historia is it was, like, the first, like, sapphic romance I'd ever seen that I can think of in anime or cartoons.
I do want to say the bad thing is that Ymir is old and Historia was a child.
Oh my god, you're so right.
There is that part.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
If you can look past that.
I don't know if I can.
They were just really good friends. They were roommates. That's it.
They gotta ruin it somehow.
See, Reiner too. Reiner also was.
How old were they were they like...
Historia was the youngest. I think she was 14 or 15. Mm-hmm. And I think Ymir was like 18. I think.
I will say, though, it was the first sapphic romance I'd seen in anime.
Fair.
But with Ymir, I was getting kind of confused when they were talking about Ymir and then other Ymir.
Yeah.
Which, it didn't last very long. But there was a second there I was like, wait, Ymir...
Well, yeah.
She was named after Ymir, I get it, okay.
Right. Because, like, you don't understand, you don't know who she's really named after until later.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
So season 3...
A basement...
Yeah, we've got the basement, the backstory. Zeke. Yeah, I was really, I think, angry at Eren's dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, why did you inject him with this? Yeah. And obviously...
You do find out in season 4, why?
Obviously we figure out why, but I'm like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, where the heck are you? Where'd you go, bro? Which... I mean...
If you wanted to go straight to season 4, we can.
You know, I already told you, there's been so many spoilers so far.
Absolute mindful.
But Eren eats his father?
Eren eats his father.
Eren eats his father. That's messed up, bro. Like...
Do you want to go to season 4?
Yeah, let's go to season 4.
And Eren orchestrated all of it.
Eren orchestrated all of it.
Made him eat the kings.
That's crazy to me. So Eren makes his father eat the king.
God, the queen. Royals.
The queen. The royals. Sorry, yes. Which I did not understand.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why is he there? Why can he hear Eren?
Mm-hmm.
And then Erik explained it to me because I'm like lost in the sauce. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I think at season 4, it's very confusing because you get really into time, like essentially time travel so fast.
Okay, so let me double check. Season 4 is the last season we watched, right?
Yes.
And there's part 1, part 2.
There's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 1, part 3, part 2, and then the final 2 episodes, which was the movie. There's a lot.
See, I just watched this on Crunchyroll, okay?
They paced season 4 bad.
Yeah, I would have a better understanding of where the season started and began if they didn't do all of that, okay?
Yeah.
And if I wasn't just spamming them on Crunchyroll. So, man. So season 4 starts out with Marley, right?
Right.
With the kids.
Yeah.
And I was all sorts of confused.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of has the feeling that it had for me when I was reading the second part of the Percy Jackson series, which if you've read the Percy Jackson series, you know, you've got the cast of Annabeth Chase and Percy and Grover. I don't know, it's been forever.
I haven't read.
You haven't? Oh, you gotta read the Percy Jackson.
Reading's hard.
Oh, you're right.
It doesn't have pictures.
You know, I think they did come out with a graphic novel. A children's graphic novel.
I'll read it.
Well, the first series is like 5, 6, 7 books. I can't remember. I'm sorry. But you read them and you love them. And then author comes out with a second set of series that's connected to the first. Mm-hmm. So it's all Greek mythology based. You know, your characters are sons or daughters of these Greek mythological heroes. They have certain powers. And the second series introduces a whole new cast of characters. And it just doesn't have the same feel as your first cast of characters, but you stick with them, and then your other cast of characters come in, and you're like, okay, this is good, but I still just miss the first characters more.
That's fair. Okay.
What I like about Attack on Titan is it felt like that, but then I didn't mind. Like, I liked the characters. Like, Gabby, I know it's Gabi, I'm sorry.
It can't be. It doesn't make sense.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. I don't understand it.
Erik
it's
really
Gabby.
hates it, okay?
It's Gabby.
So, Gabby, please don't be mad at us. I liked her character a lot. And I mean, there's parts where you hate her character, you know? When Sasha...
When it first came out, people hated her character.
Really? Yeah.
It was a lot of weird, like, oh, because she's a child and a woman, people hate her.
But, of course, women.
Yeah. Some of it was like, oh, she's just really annoying. It's like, yeah, but that's the parallel to Eren. It's the exact same thing.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Well, what I loved about Gabi is that she was so strong and OP as, like, a kid, but she had all, you know, the emotional faculties of a kid. Mm-hmm. And she has character growth. One of the moments where I was like, oh my god, was when Gabi is with Sasha's family in the restaurant. Yeah. With Sasha's friend, the blonde guy. Can't think of his name. Her Boothang. And, you know, he's like, don't drink that spinal fluid. Yeah. But, of course, nobody knew it was the spinal fluid that second. In that scene, when he grabs the knife and grabs Colt, his brother, right?
Yeah, that's his brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm also blanking on him.
Falco! When, what's that blonde guy's name?
Who? Blonde
guy, chef, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I know. I think it's just
Niccolo. You're so wrong. That's okay. I do that all the time. So when Niccolo grabs Falco and tries to murk him, I'm like, oh my god. And I will say one thing that does make me like Sasha more than I just prescribe myself to like Sasha is her family. I really love her family, and I love how her family treats Gabi. And I was so mad when...
Even when they find out.
Yeah, same. I was so mad when the little girl that Sasha saved hated on Gabi. She's like, you killed my sister. Which totally understandable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Killed her adoptive sister that took care of her. But I do like that it came around, and that's like the thing I really like about this is that like at the end of the day they are all people and they all come together after the fact.
Yeah, it's that parallel of Eren where all she knew was a hate towards herself.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I hate these people too. They're the island devils. That's the whole thing.
The island devils.
Yeah. It's you can't just like look past that because she's annoying.
Yeah. So I did really like her in Falco. Poor Falco. Prince.
That was adorable. Loved him.
Yeah.
Just a little guy. Loved Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely loved.
I mean, Reiner grew on me so hard in this season. And one thing that really hit me was seeing the scene back where Eren is underground with Falco and Reina.
Yeah.
And the Reiner's like, the reason your mom died was because of me.
Yeah.
And then seeing that back after you know why his mom died.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I was
I feel like Eren said, like, he doesn't allude to it exactly, but I feel like in that scene he's like, we are the same.
Yes. Yeah.
We've both done bad things.
Yeah. And
also, just to stop you for a second from this, I forgot to tell you. I was going to show it to you, but I'm not going to find it again.
That's okay.
I found a large anime statue of the scene of Reiner with the shotgun in his mouth, and it's like $600.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I want that so bad.
I forgot about that.
That's such a funny thing.
When was that? When was that scene?
That was season 4, when after he comes back and is training the kids.
Oh, and then oh my god.
And he's like, oh, I just don't want to live anymore.
Man, that makes me like him even more.
Yeah. So
it's so sad.
So going from season 1 to season 4, who's the favorite characters and the least favorite?
Yeah.
Because you had mostly the background characters from season 1 as your least, because they didn't have a story.
Okay. I'll say Hange shot up so much in season 4.
Hell yeah.
It's not that I didn't like her in season 1, but she just so much cooler later when she takes on the position of power that she deserved.
And of course, sacrificing herself to save them.
That is the wildest. I didn't expect that.
I think also that's another little parallel with Erwin, is that when she's in the position of power, her whole thing was finding out about the Titans.
Yeah,
I the specific ones I want to ask about.
Hi, baby. Meow. Sorry, Sabrina. Come here, Sabrina. Hi, little baby. Sabrina wants to be in the video.
Who's Sabrina's favorite character?
Sabrina? Who's your favorite character? Pieck?
I love Pieck too.
Pieck is Sabrina's favorite character.
Pieck is my favorite.
Wow. You guys are so similar. So, I did really like Pieck. I think she's one of the cooler girls in here. And I kind of wish we got to see more of her.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of like backstory, but I think just when you see her in the end with her dad, I believe.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, oh, there's so much emotion, and you don't really have a background for her. Yeah. She's just very solid.
She is a very solid character. Like, when she shows up, she shines. I really did not like yellow hair.
Oh, something.
Yasmin?
No.
Yelena!
Yeah.
I didn't even need to look it up.
Yelena's bad. Yelena is a bad character.
I hate Yelena.
I don't like her either. I don't feel like she had enough of a purpose, personally.
I feel like she was the character that, like, they had to do the action that they needed them to do. Which is fine. Yeah,
because she was the exposition for the outside world to Eren.
Yeah, and because, I mean, she was a little, like, quirky.
Yeah.
I think to be quirky, to be one of those quirky characters that isn't, like, as level-headed.
Obsessed with Zeke for some reason. I feel like you don't get a lot of background on her either, so it kind of just falls a little bit for me.
I'm sure she has more purpose than I'm not seeing, but I just didn't like her as a person.
Her purpose was that bridge. That's really it. That's,
Yeah. I loved Jean and Connie since the beginning. I really liked Jean at the beginning.
I think
even though he was awful.
with you not liking Sasha. in the beginning.
Sorry.
Because John and Connie, I feel like, are the same level as Sasha at that point.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it might just be a hatred for humor.
I guess.
As such a funny person,
Right.
I think I take things too seriously because usually the characters I gravitate towards, and you know this, Erik, are this is so embarrassing, is the edgy characters that suffer and suffer and suffer. Kylo Ren, Eren Yeager, Kaneki Kin. I mean, it started with Zuko.
Everything starts with Zuko.
I'm sorry, he suffered a lot. Everything starts with Zuko. He's right there.
I feel like Jean makes sense though because he isn't exactly like that, but his like ego and also his style of like, oh, I'm really good, but also I'm really scared.
Yeah.
Is kind of that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. And usually when I see characters like that, I know that there's a redemption arc coming. I mean, hopefully.
Right. I know you didn't like Connie at one point.
I didn't.
When he was leading Falco.
When Connie kidnapped Falco, I was like, oh my god, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. And that was me for the next 5 minutes. And then Armin goes to jump in Connie's mom's mouth. And I'm like...
Armin took a chance.
Bro.
Armin takes a lot of chances in season 4.
He's a chancy mother, bro. Bro, I mean, that's what I really liked about him, was he just gave no Fs in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
He's like, Eren's gone! My brother's on a rampage! God, he's so freaking funny.
So would you say Armin was the favorite of season 4? Did
Yeah.
you say that?
Yeah, I might be forgetting somebody, but I feel like he's the favorite of season 4. If I'm being real.
Did Mikasa change at all? Because I know she was quiet, and then the meme of it is that she just says Erik.
This intermission is brought to you by Erik. Give an introduction to yourself, Erik.
Hi, I'm Erik. I'm a Chaos Lord.
Yeah. Chaos Lord of the Chaos Realm.
Yeah.
You can be a Chaos Lord too on Patreon.
And you can listen to my podcast, Lost in Narration, on any podcast platform.
So Spotify?
Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast is what I use. Other ones?
Does YouTube have podcasts?
No. So not YouTube.
Okay. I see. I'm not a much podcaster.
Yeah, we're on Spotify though. That's the big one.
Okay.
They're on there.
All right.
We have a 4.7, I think, out of 5.
Whoa.
I don't know who's
Man,
who's
you
watching.
miss out on the 0.3 point?
I have no idea.
All right, guys. The battery is exhausted, but we aren't.
I'm kind of exhausted.
Oh dang. Okay. Maybe we're exhausted. And then Charlie, get out of my way. All right, everybody.
So we were on
Part 2.
I asked about your thoughts on your thoughts on Mikasa as a character.
Yes.
With her whole saying Eren a lot.
Okay. I am sure if I took the time, I would be able to research and watch all of the clips and read all of the manga and put together a video essay on Mikasa, right? But I'm not going to put that much effort through. So take what I say with a grain of salt. It's also an opinion, and nobody agrees with everybody's opinion. I loved Mikasa. She had so much power. She was great at attacking titans, which is literally the theme of the show, am I right? She was always supporting Eren, and I feel like she was representing all the women who are just the supporting role, doesn't get to shine, only shines in the way that, you know, surface level. I don't know, I'm rambling. Not rumbling. But thank you for laughing at that.
Sure.
I do just wish I saw more of Mikasa. And the reason I say that is because there's some characters where they excel at making the character be the strong, OP female character that supports the other main character, but where they have a personality. Need I say Jo from Little Women, Hermione from Harry Potter, Basara, I mean, she's also the main character in the manga, but like, you know, leading people into war, having her sensitive side shown, having her humanity shown. And with Mikasa, I think, you know, they do that, but we get more backstory with Sasha and with Annie. I mean, we barely even get backstory with Annie. We see her in a few clips with Raina and Berthold.
I think the biggest difference with that is the manga going more into her Ackerman name and then the tattoo.
Yeah.
Or the whatever's on her arm.
And that's like one part that I don't really know much about is the manga, because I know you mentioned before we were recording about how she in like an early volume.
Yeah, like the first couple chapters they talk about her the tattoo on her arm, which is not brought up until season 4.
Yeah.
Like you never know that she has it until they mentioned it.
And I felt like when I was seeing some of the manga panels, maybe even before season 2 came out, it seemed like there were moments where like it was focusing on her and she was in prison or something. I don't know. This is like from 10 years ago. Right. But I feel like maybe if I read the manga, I would appreciate her character more. Mm-hmm. And the reason I would say that is, and I'm going to tie it into the ending of the movie series right now, it's that the entire plot of why Ymir is hung up on Eren and Mikasa is that she wants to understand Mikasa's love for Eren. Right?
Right. Because she sees it as almost the same as hers with the king.
And it's just crazy to me that, you know, the entire ending is hinged on Mikasa, and we barely get information about Mikasa.
I think that's one of the biggest, like, what's it called? Like, the open interpretation of it. Because you still don't really get it. You find out that, like, her headaches were from Ymir, like, looking into her mind throughout her, like, whole, like, childhood. And then I actually, when we were watching it, I learned something that I didn't realize. I thought that the Ackermans did have a, like, instinct to protect, like, the royals, essentially. But I guess I didn't remember the Armin and Eren talk, where he said that was a lie, just to, like, get her to think that she didn't have any, like, control. So I didn't know that part.
Yeah. And I mean, you were with me when we saw that scene, and that was one of the moments where I was like, oh my god! Was when he's like, I can't pretend I'm hearing you, but, you know, with his little edgy face, and he's like, Mikasa, I hate you. You're a simp for me.
I think the first thing he said was, you're like, he's lying, he loves her.
Well, like, when because, like, when, was it Armin went to punch him, he was like, you brother, and she's like, I was like, oh my god, he's not lying. But then I was like, why? He would never tell Mikasa he hates her.
Yeah.
Like,
it was all a plot.
Yeah. And that's the one thing that I do love. And apparently, because I'm not in these circles of opinions and commentary where I learn what people are thinking about the manga and anime when it comes out. I'm like,
I can tell you.
Secondhand. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is that, like, Kyle and you, maybe Trevor, like, occasionally my friends who are more in the internet sphere, they'll be like, oh, but the internet hated that. Like, everybody hated that. And I'll be like, oh, really?
I tried to look it up, but it's hard to find because I know the first, when they first released that ending chapter with Armin and Eren talking, it was very heavy on Eren just kind of like crying and being like, oh, but I don't want her to have anyone else.
And I loved that.
But
I loved that.
They changed it. They added more to it, and then I believe the anime changes it a little bit, where it's not as bad as it was. It was pretty bad.
Not him just like simping.
There is a part that I'm gonna forget to bring it up, but I didn't realize they took it out of the anime. Is a scene people also really didn't like in that ending was Armin says to Eren, "Thank you for turning yourself into a genocidal maniac," and everyone was just kind of like, "Why the fuck would he say that?"
Yeah. So
they took it out of the anime, which I think makes it so much better. And he kind of just says, "I'll see you in hell. Love you."
Yeah. I
think it's better.
You know, I know I just started another manga.
Mm-hmm.
But I do kind of want to read Attack on Titan.
It is.
How many? Like, it's what, 24 volumes or something like that?
I believe so. But it
I
is
just made up a
because
number.
you also get to see Isayama.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I think that's his name, yeah.
He truly was not very good at art.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
That
so
it,
it's
like,
interesting
improved.
to see him go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good read. I was gonna bring up the scene that I was trying to find.
Okay.
But actually, it is about Mikasa. So that scene of them at the cabin when it's like a vision from Eren, right?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
So, I didn't understand it at first.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is this a flashback? Is this a dream? And then I was like, oh no, this is a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so when she went to him on the hill,
mm-hmm.
she actually said to him, you know, whatever she said that, I don't remember what she said, but she said something like, you know, I want to spend time with you or whatever before a war, right?
Yeah.
And that was real, right?
It was not a flashback.
Stop it. I'm sorry, what?
So that with them in the cabin is Eren doing the same thing he did with Armin, but giving Mikasa like a what if I didn't do it? Like, what if I didn't do this and we got to live together?
So it wasn't real.
It was not real.
It's over.
So that's another thing I was gonna say. You see, I believe in the first part of the movie, I guess that first episode, the flashback of the first episode of the whole series.
Yes.
With him going, or with Mikasa going up to Eren and being like, "Are you dreaming? Like, are you sleeping?"
Yes.
And then Eren wakes up.
And he's crying.
Yeah, which is parallels to why Mikasa's crying.
Yes.
In that scene in the cabin.
So.
And sorry.
Was he dreaming about that?
I think
like from the future.
That's a very another like open interpretation thing because it wouldn't kind of exactly make sense, but in the manga, which isn't in the anime, Eren wakes up and says, "Mikasa, when did your hair get so long?"
Yeah.
Which is like that he could only know if it was short from seeing that. I
remember you saying that.
And then he says, "Why are you crying?" Or she says, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
So it's an interesting parallel.
Yeah.
But yeah, fully made up scenario. Not
yeah. Well, see, that's what I had to have you explain, because whenever it was going back to all of these times that he was talking to Eren in this like dimension space or whatever, and he was talking to him, and they were both children. I thought, yes, Eren and Armin. I thought that this entire sequence of them talking to each other and growing up was the time frames in which he had the conversation with him and then erased his memory.
Yeah.
And so I thought the entire time that he was growing up, he was having these conversations with them and going through training and going through this while knowing exactly how the future would play out. And you know, shut that down and was like, Megan, no.
It's only happening in that.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I do kind of like the idea, but I also don't. Because that would be a little boring.
He's doing that, erasing all their memories. Which also, the Mikasa one is a little strange because I don't understand it still. You find out the Ackermans can't like have their memory erased, which is how they all know about the history of the Titans.
Oh,
So I don't know how he did that part exactly. But that part with everyone is he's talking to them, erasing the memory, and then when he dies is when it comes back to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Spyro just did the cutest stretch ever. Do you see her?
I can see her.
She looks really cute. Well, speaking of the near ending and of Armin, my favorite scene of the entire show was with Zeke and Armin.
I was interested. I was surprised that you said that when we were watching it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that interesting.
Really?
Yeah, because I liked the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my favorite scene.
I think that, well, first off, before I get into the Armin and Zeke thing, I think that the movie is what made me love the anime so much.
Yeah.
So I watched the movie that was originally like the last episode.
Yeah, it's the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Together, and just kind of reanimated a little bit.
Yeah. So when I watched that, and it begins off with the rumbling, I did not quite understand what he meant by having a rumbling. Because, I knew the Titans were in the walls.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand that all the Titans in the walls were colossal Titans. And once I did understand that, I still did not understand what exactly the rumbling would look like.
Yeah.
So when they came out in the atmosphere that the film had, with the footprints and the beating and then
crushing the people.
Man, yeah, that little kid. Like the fact that they added a little backstory, that made it so much worse.
Yeah. I was just going to that. That scene of Eren also going back to that kid
and apologizing to him.
Just saying, so he knows what he's about to do, but he also knows he can't stop it.
And that's the reason why I think Eren gets too much hate. Like, of course you should hate somebody if they're going to commit murder on this scale. Of course. Like, that's so bad. Because at first, as awful as it sounds, I wasn't that mad at Eren for quote-unquote betraying his friends. Because I thought he had a plan, and that he was, like, not actually going to go through with the rumbling, and that, he's tricking Zeke and all of this. And then when he's going through with the rumbling, it was like in Phantom of the Opera, when you're like, oh, Erik, because that's his name, it's Erik. Yeah. Because you're like, oh, Erik, him and Christine, the Phantom's name, you're like, ooh, this is lovely. And then you're like, oh, wait, he groomed her this entire time. And then he commits murder? And you're like,
you never know.
A groomer and a murderer. And a stalker.
Yeah. I think...
Damn.
I didn't harbor that many bad feelings about it, but I know another discourse was Eren kind of also just being like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I should not have done this. But, like, I also get it because he really, truly, he saw the future and did not think there was another way.
Yes.
Could not get out of it.
And that's the part I feel like is the most understandable logically, because he's having these conversations with Armin and Mikasa that they're not going to remember. Like, they're not going to be able to... So he's, like, facing this alone in his head, like, psychologically. Yeah. I'm not excusing any of this. Psychologically, like, if you see the future happening, there's some other... What other thing have I read or seen where they already know the future and they kind of give up because it's played out? Do you know anything like that?
I mean, like Avenger Endgame, where, what's his name? Doctor Strange is like, yeah, there's only one good ending, so gotta let it happen.
I mean,
kind of
I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. I have seen all of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
But I really don't think it's that one. It's like...
While you're thinking, I'm just gonna say something.
Yeah.
Also, so I like the Eren trope, because I feel like a lot of shonen... Is this a shonen?
Yeah, I think so.
is very like the hero is always kind of just dumb, and there's like the crybaby hero. But like I like the Eren that is like, oh, I'm genuinely an idiot, but if I talk to you guys about it, then Ymir won't be happy because you're gonna know what I'm thinking, and you need to. Because I think it's once he finds out what Ymir's backstory is, what she wants, is when he's like, can't be changed. Yeah. This is the only way it can go.
Yeah. So I don't blame him too much. I feel like if I were in a position where I was like psychologically like, this is the only way that things can go.
Yeah.
And I like stepped out of that.
But did he have to destroy 80% of humanity?
Now, I don't think he needed to do that.
No.
I don't even think he needed to destroy one.
Yeah.
But I do understand the mentality of not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really doing very well.
It's relatable, though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Eren hate is a little unwanted.
Well,
he's never been smart.
I know somebody that was hating on Eren because he just became like an edgy, like...
Literally the entire time. His whole thing was, I'm gonna kill everyone.
I know, and that's what I loved about it, is I loved, because, okay, there's two things I want to say.
Yeah.
Two, before I forget about it, we'll come back to the Armin Zeke scene later. One is Ymir.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't guess this, like, episodes before, but in the, like, few episodes or the very last movie, I guessed at what Ymir wanted, I think, right? I was like, because somebody was like, what does Ymir want? And I'm like, she's probably lonely. And she probably wants to understand, like, friendship between these people or something. No, that wasn't it. Maybe I was thinking that, I don't remember. But it was when they were all attacking on Eren, when he was that big, big titan skeletal figure. And I was trying to figure out how in the world they were going to stop Eren.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's probably the power of friendship. I was like, the only reason, or the only way that Eren can be defeated somehow has to do with his friends attacking him.
Yeah.
Which definitely isn't the same as, Ymir wanting to understand Mikasa's love or whatever. If she could kill him or not. But after saying that, I also wonder, you mentioned his visions with Armin and Mikasa and like the other friends, Connie and everybody. How did Ymir not know about those?
So I think that's more just like Eren's ability to go into their heads and just kind of being like,
and so
so like that's not.
It's not like she's a god or anything. It's like,
well, she kind of is, but it's like it's less of a problem because like, oh, you're deleting the memories, like that's nothing. But she's also going into Mikasa's head to like see where she is, because I guess the whole thing of it is Ymir for 2,000 years still loved the king that abused her.
Charlie.
So it's very, she wanted to know how someone could love someone so much and still be able to kill them like she should have.
I get it.
Because if she killed the king, none of that would have happened.
Yeah.
Absolutely none of it would have happened.
Isn't that crazy?
Stockholm Syndrome. Ymir has a devastating backstory. She really does.
Yeah. First there was that, and then there was another thing. Oh, big yawn. So Ymir and... Oh, there was something else. There was one thing about foreshadowing with Ymir. I don't know the other thing. Dang.
What was the foreshadowing one?
I was like, well, I guess what happened with Ymir. That Ymir wanted to see the love. The second thing... I don't know. I'm so paranoid that I'm not recording. I'm recording. The second thing maybe had to do with the rumbling. I don't remember. But when it comes to the rumbling, yeah, that was devastating.
Right.
And I was like, dang, I can't like Eren anymore. and I give up on him. Sorry, Eren, but not sorry. And yeah, I was really devastated. When the scene came with Armin and Zeke, I loved it. Mm-hmm. And I felt like this is the entire thing that the movie is about.
Yeah.
Charlie!
Weirdly, I genuinely don't remember that part in the manga. Mm-hmm. I know it did happen, but I think I just didn't remember.
I really, like, the true reason that I want to read the manga, besides comparing it to the anime, is, like, to see the fruition of everything up until this scene.
Yeah.
Hold on. Char. I love you. You have a zoomies?
I think something I really liked about that scene was when Armin is talking to Bertel, and he's kind of just like, I took everything from you. Like, but will you help me? And then he does. I think that's nice.
I definitely didn't expect that. My favorite part is him talking to Zeke and basically saying, like, there is meaning in life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a terrible way to describe what just happened in that scene.
Yeah.
But, like, that's what resonated with me. Because sometimes you're like, what's the purpose? If, like, you're just gonna lose everything.
I don't remember the exact quotes, but I know through, like, those ending seasons, you see that Zeke was very, we should have never been born. Something like stuff like that. But Eren was also, I think it's his mom that tells him, like, you were born in this world to be free. And, like, that's the dichotomy of that statement between what Zeke thought.
Yeah.
And then Armin also being like, no, we were all born into this world for a reason. And Zeke's like, oh, I didn't mind being alive. You're right.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, that is a solid scene.
Yeah. When he was like, you still seek to multiply, is the continued existence of your species really that important to you? And that, like, the fact that he came from, like, a very scientific point of view.
Yeah.
And Armin just relates it back to, like, the organic feeling of running up a hill.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you mentioned it with him running up the hill.
After Eren and Mikasa.
Yeah.
He's always behind them in every way.
Yeah.
Like, in good and bad ways.
Yeah. And that reflected in the credits.
Yeah. Where after Mikasa dies, you see an older Armin, like, with a cane, also walking up the hill.
Older Armin.
Very rough. But yeah, it is very, like, Armin is just telling him, like, the little things, and I think that really shows Zeke, like, oh, I guess he was only looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps Zeke come to terms with what he's doing.
Yeah. And I love that the baseball was a leaf, and he's like, the ball.
Yeah.
And he's like, the leaf, the ball and the leaf. What is your ball and what is your leaf?
Now, the best part of that was after that scene, so favorite part, Zeke getting cut off while he was talking by Levi killing him.
Oh, absolutely solid. I love that it's Levi too. Yeah. It's his vengeance.
That was his goal the entire time, and he did it.
Yeah. And I'm glad Levi survived that long. I really am. I mean, if I'm being, like, very, very objective and putting my love for Levi aside, I'm sure they could have found a way to kill him off and had it had a lot of meaning before that, since he doesn't play, like, such a crucial role when he's injured and everything in the last bit. But I just think that's so killer. And the fact that he lives on in this world. Yeah.
The scenes of it is a little different in the manga. I know in the manga he's still, like, very, like, tore up, like, bandages everywhere still. But he's being... No, actually he doesn't have bandages. He just doesn't have an eye. But he's being, like... You kind of see that him, Gabby, and Falco are together. And it's very cute, like, he's still, like, babysitting, kind of, but they're babysitting him.
He's always babysitting somebody.
But, like, in the anime, I feel like it didn't show them together. Like, I feel like it should have. I guess you could tell they were in the same place. But, I also liked that he was still alive. And he sees everyone at the end. And finally does his salute. So,
the salute. Yeah. And, like, I feel like his relationship with Hange, like, the dynamic of the leadership in this show is so good, I think.
Yeah, it really was. Erwin, I think, is still one of my favorite characters, just overall. I would say that's my favorite scene, was his death scene, I guess.
Yeah. Well, when I was talking to Kyle, he said that was a scene that was really, like...
I still think about it. I'm constantly saying, my soldier's rage. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, after I finished this, I was thinking about it for, like, the next few days. And just, like, I just love a good ending. If there's a good ending, it could make the most suffering, flawed, leading up to stuff be worth it for me.
Yeah. And
this ending, I mean, it was so, like, I did not expect the rumbling. I didn't expect him to look like that.
Yeah. The art of that is the craziest looking thing I've ever seen.
Yes, yeah. And I like the art a lot. I wasn't, like, a huge fan of the style of art from the beginning. Like, I just don't like the shading. It's not cross-hatching, but it's just hatching. I don't like the hatching on the eyes in art like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's in the manga and the anime. I feel like it makes a lot of the characters look the same. Also, it's a little bit too smooth and a little bit too, like, bulbous for me. Like, with their eyes at the beginning. I mean, they're kids.
In that Totally Not Mark video, we talked about, like, the makeup team and how crazy the eyes were. And it's, like, it's beautiful in those beginning seasons, but, like, it is a lot.
The makeup team. I actually don't remember that part.
Like, it's like the makeup team was, like, showing their faces, like, with those huge eyes, with, like, very in-depth eye.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I did not see. Because I was editing for, like, half of the time I was listening to that.
Yeah. But just, like, in that season, I mean.
Okay, gotcha.
With, like, how crazy that does look.
Because, like, I've seen comparisons between, like, the first season and the last season, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with the last. Yeah. Also, I think it's Totally Not Mark or somebody else, they were talking about the history of the people that were on the show, like as directors and animated directors. Was that his video?
Yeah.
I thought it was so interesting that they had like very iconic like fighting sequences and stuff, and like the mixed martial arts stuff I thought was really cool. Because it just looked like they were fighting to me. But in one of the parts where Eren is facing off against Reiner, there were several moves that they were doing. I was like, this is like wrestling.
I did find out that the armor titan was modeled after Brock Lesnar.
No
and
freaking way. The
attack titan, you're not going to know who this is, but the attack titan was modeled after Yushin Okami, who was another UFC wrestler, or fighter.
Yeah, I don't know. UFC stuff.
It's very, I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. They look exactly the same.
I love martial arts. No, I love martial arts. But, like, I love when there's roots of martial arts and stuff, because, like, not Attack on Titan. Avatar The Last Airbender set it up for me, where I have, like, such an appreciation for
even
the history going
in the first season with Annie. Like, a lot of her moves are martial arts.
Yeah, she was going hard.
Yeah.
Yes, you could tell immediately. Which is one thing I want to say. We've talked about my favorite scenes. Oh, Pixis. Pixis was one of my favorite characters. And Pixis turning into a Titan. Devastated. Oh my god.
And he does not turn back.
I know.
Because he does get killed.
I know.
If they didn't kill him, he might have been awake. He might have been alive still.
I know. I know they killed him. I wish they didn't. Because as we know, they turned back.
Yeah. Rough. Absolutely rough.
So freaking mad for Pixis. Pixis reminded me, not a lot of people will probably know this, but Yona of the Dawn, Akatsuki no Yona, Gigon, she reminded me of Pixis so much. I don't know if it's the attitude or if it's just like old people being cool and sassy, but Pixis reminded me of Gigon, and I loved that. I love iconic older characters. I feel like older characters don't get as much love in media. I feel like in manga they really shine through. Iroh and, I mean, Uncle Iroh's not Japanese manga, but still.
I will stand by it. Avatar is an anime. Avatar's an anime.
I mean, it has the vibes of an anime. It's an honorary anime.
Uncle Iroh was great.
Uncle Iroh.
Rest in peace.
And on that note, Commander Mueller at the end, he is like the only guy who would speak in facts besides Armin.
Yeah.
When he was like, everybody, let's not fight. We're not going to continue the hatred of the Eldians. This is what got us in the mess in the first place.
Now,
where was that stuff, like 2,000 years ago?
I know you didn't like it afterwards, though.
I
When
did.
they turned into Titans and he
I did
almost
freak
kills
out.
them all.
I was like, oh, I hate this dude.
Yeah.
When everybody turns into Titans, Connie and John,
Yeah.
that was, I'm sorry, that was the final straw for me. The rumbling was going on.
Yeah, that's right.
There
You
was
did-
still
you did like that.
0.5% of me that was like, Eren, I believe in you. And then when that thing, that squiggly mass of
the gas.
and then it released the gas and everything, and then Connie and John, and I was like, no, and they were like, oh my gosh, only two of us are immune. I was like, oh my god, because I was like, oh my god, it's not John, it's not Connie, and then I was like, that's it, Eren, I've lost it all for you. I was like numb at that point. I was like, I can't forgive him.
Mm-hmm.
This is hatred brewing in me. So yeah, once that happened, and then, they poof, we're fine again. Because that part made me so mad because it was their families, okay?
Yeah.
They were finally reunited with their families.
Annie's seeing her dad again.
Annie's seeing her dad.
Tough. Pieck almost not wanting to go.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Sasha's family was there, and I was like...
And Sasha's family wasn't there.
Yes, they
Gabby's
were.
family. Sasha's family wasn't at
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Sasha's family was still in Parody.
Bro.
Paris.
Wait, no.
Yeah. Sasha's family. They would not have been over there.
You're so right, actually. You're so right. Sorry, I got confused a little bit. And then Annie's dad.
Yeah.
Wait, did we already say that?
Yeah.
I was just so happy everybody was getting reunited.
Yeah. And then just taken away.
And then Eren.
Yeah. But
Damn, I'll have to edit that out. But
you can swear it.
I can't do it. But that made me so mad.
Yeah.
And then for the Mueller guy, Commander Mueller, to have made that glorious speech, and then they all poof back into humans, and then he's like, everybody's got their weapons out,
Yeah.
and he's like, how can you be sure you're not going to turn back into a Titan? Brother! And I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, he doesn't understand, but I was like...
Like, he just saw all the turns.
I was like, I was so proud of you. Yeah.
Yes, the answer.
Alright, so... Theo Magath and Keith Shottis.
The sacrifices in the last couple of episodes is crazy.
Only one of them
Rough.
needed to die.
Yeah.
But I do love that they died together. Because they are just two sides of the same coin.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a masculine, stubborn,
Right.
beautiful coin. And I think it was perfect that they got to meet each other and die together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was depressing.
I liked Theo Magath's character a lot because it was very the same as Gabby of learning like, oh, I did everything wrong. I should not have done
Yes.
this.
I was really shocked by his character development because he seemed like a character that was very rigid, very static, and I didn't expect him to change a lot. And I'm glad that they kept adding Keith in there because, I mean, you only really saw him during training and then here and there.
And then when you find out he was like Eren's dad's best friend. Do you remember that?
Bro, I forgot that.
Yeah, he's the one that finds Eren's dad, and like he introduces him to Eren's dad or Eren's mom. He's the one. Yeah.
I forgot, bro. I totally forgot this.
Shottis was killer.
It's like slightly in there.
And so he knew Eren too, like when he went to training.
That's why
that's why he was harder on
I
him.
was wondering why because he was the one that messed up his gear.
Yes, because he didn't want him to become a Sith.
I totally remember this now. That was the entire reason. Because I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, why did Keith hate him so much?
Yeah, because
why did he not want him to be?
He knew that's not.
But that
what
was
his dad
it.
wanted, yeah.
God, I'm so silly. We're just silly here.
It's Attack on Titan is something where I feel like you do need to watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
Because you miss things.
I think it'd be much better for this video. I'm sorry to all of you watching this. If I didn't watch it like months ago, and then, here and there.
It's hard, yeah.
But I only have so much time. And I'm having a great time talking about it right now. And, we're just here vibing. I think that actually, there's 2 more things. No, 3 more things I want to say. One is the ending. The ending with the beautiful kiss. Oh! What an image. Beautiful. And with Ymir.
See you later, Eren. It really hurts. It really hurts.
And then to hold him. And then say she needs to bury him. Oh, my heart. And for it to be at the tree. Beautiful. Second, actually there might be 4 things because I can't count. The ending credits.
Yeah.
I loved. And from clicking on Reddit to get a quote a second ago, I realized that I guess people didn't like the ending credits.
They didn't, and I kind of understand why.
Okay, tell me why.
Because you think Eren did all that, killed 80% of humanity, and they're gonna be quote unquote fine. You think they're gonna be like, it's not gonna happen again, because people didn't like the fact that it ended with as a cycle. Because they don't get attacked until like everyone we know is dead already.
Yeah.
I
understand.
But that's just a constant thing that I don't understand. Like the Fallout games all start as war never changes.
War never changes.
Same thing.
And I remember the second thing that I was gonna say forever ago when I was talking about Ymir.
Yeah.
And about the ending where they're fighting for friendship. Is the very end when Eren quotes. Sorry, my leg's asleep. I finished his quote. Not that I'm special, but when he says, I'll kill them all. Or whatever it is. What is it?
I don't remember. I think it was.
Well, apparently John Wick says that.
I think he says that.
Eren Yeager quote, I'll kill every last one of them.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Oh yeah, when it's just like his face and like the eyes you see. Yeah.
I will kill them all. I'll wipe every one of them off the face of the earth. I'm gonna destroy them. Every last one of those animals that's on this earth. I'll kill them all.
I think that's also... Eren's plan was to get Mikasa to kill him, but also that's still Eren shining through of, like, his hatred.
Yeah. And
he didn't leave him.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about Eren as a character, is that he changes, but he stays with the same goal throughout the entire movie or series, and I feel like for most characters, especially learning about the history of stuff like this and learning like, oh, this is my history, this is my culture, this is my, like, there's so much bad things that have been done to me. The fact that he still ends up doing what he set out to do, but it has a completely different meaning, I think is just so cool. Like, and then to, like, wrap it up with I'll kill them all. And, of course, him killing people is not good. But for the fact that, like, he wanted his friends and his version of humanity to see the things that he wanted to see. And not have this cloud of destruction and death and everything else hanging over him. I mean, like, in the end credits... I really liked it because, of course, it's a cycle.
Yeah.
And, I mean, ultimately, when war is happening, it's not for the same reasons. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like...
I'm not a philosopher.
It's not happening anymore because they're Titans. It's happening because the Jaegerists are still in charge.
Yeah.
And they still want to kill
everyone
else.
And I mean, maybe for all we know, when the bombs are going off in the credits, it's not the Jaegerists anymore.
Right. I think you see from the tree growth is like it's hundreds of years later.
Yeah.
Everything is
like there's tons of stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's tons of reasons to fight.
It's just I don't like the hate of it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense.
I didn't understand the hate because I didn't even know there was hate until a few minutes ago, I guess. But I really liked it. I liked.
Was that the Ymir thing you were gonna say?
The thing related to Ymir being that I quoted his quote.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was related to each other.
Okay.
The other things I wanted to say was I liked that they advertised clues, but you didn't pick up onto them or feel like you're missing something until you like get all the way through, and then you're like, wait a second, and then you might see stuff like another reason to rewatch it.
Right.
Because I just really like when you're reading something or watching something and you're kind of missing stuff, but it's not because you're like not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's so much so that the author has the skill to have you not pay attention to that, but pay attention to other things.
Like just not notice it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can reread it and it'd be a totally different experience.
One of the things for me like that was when you first see the Beast Titan, and he's like, so, baseball.
Yes! I didn't realize that.
I also did not realize until Totally Not Mark's video. Love the guy. If you ever see this, I love you. It's like, I never noticed that, one, in parody, they're never playing baseball. So it's like, oh, why is this one random Titan doing baseball moves? It doesn't make any sense. I think that's a nice little foreshadowing.
I did not notice that at all.
Yeah.
Look at Spyro.
I know.
Doesn't she look so precious? Or is that Crash?
That's Crash. That's Spyro.
Oh my gosh, he looks so precious.
There's just a lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah, and that's what I love about books, especially when you can't guess about it. This made me think of actually two things. One is the Broken Empire series, which I loved. I read it in middle school. It's by Mark Lawrence. I've talked about it before on this channel. But I loved it. And part of the reason why I loved it is because I did not realize what was going on or like what time frame it was, just because like you're so focused on the characters that you're not really paying attention to like what time is this, what time period, or like what is this fantasy world set in. And then like you get to the end and there's like some stuff you just didn't expect because you think it's just a fantasy world and you're like, wait a second, that's possible? So I love stuff like that where you're like, whoa, wait, this is possible? And I mean, Attack on Titan is like so many like, here's this thing that exists. Does it sound like I just made it up? Yeah. And this is how you lose the time war. I wanted to talk about it and then I got sick, so that actually never happened. But I finished that right before I got sick. Loved it. It's a sci-fi time travel. And what I love about it is that you read it, you're kind of like, what's going on? I kind of know what's going on, but it's so like hard to grasp, sort of like open-ended, kind of like AOT. And when you finish it, you're like, oh, actually, I need to reread this because like I think that these time frames actually go in a different order, and it would actually make this make more sense, or it had make this have a different meaning, or make this make sense. So I just love that in media. I really love a little puzzle, a little confusing, you know, like an Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison dreamscape happening where you're like, why is he doing that? Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. I like that. I don't think I had any questions because I think you answered a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah. I mostly I was interested to know what you thought about the ending.
Oh!
Most. because really, like,
Yeah.
I only really know people that were like, oh, that ending was kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's mostly because of when it came out, is when people were watching it.
Sorry, I was a little bummed when the ending happened before the credits, and they're like, the Jaegerists continued on with a kill or be killed. And I was like, Eren didn't die for you like that.
Right.
Eren died for his friends.
And then all of them
You're
were
not
like
his
a
friend.
little scared that they're gonna get like shot down by them
Yeah.
when they're coming back.
That kind of like, I mean, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I can't believe I didn't mention, one of the characters that I didn't like a lot at the beginning, but then I came to love, was Annie. And Armin.
They should have kissed. They should have kissed.
I mean, they probably did when we weren't looking.
They would have kissed.
Yeah, so I think we're on to the most important part of the video.
Well, actually, hold on. Where do you rank this in your anime list?
My anime list?
Yeah.
Okay, prefacing. I haven't seen like a lot of the anime that I should have seen by this point in my life. Like, haven't seen Bleach. Haven't really seen One Piece. I've read like 100 chapters. Haven't seen Demon Slayer. I mean, I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't love it. What are some long-running animes that really stack up? Naruto. I mean, I've watched some, but... So, in my limited scope of my anime experience, I would actually rank AOT as a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Like, it's in like the 9th spot? Or just the rating is 9 out of 10?
Well, the straight up rating is 9 out of 10. If I were to rate it among my favorites, I would put it really high up there. I've read more manga than anime, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you can include it in that.
Yeah, I mean, like, Basara, Akatsuki no Yona, those are way up there, Pokemon. I don't know, I do just really like that there's so much lore behind a lot of what's happening. I think if we didn't have the movie, I wouldn't like Attack on Titan as much. It would maybe be like a 6 out of 10 at the best.
Fair.
Maybe even a 5.
Well, I mean, the movie is just those 2 final episodes.
Yeah, I know. But it packed all of what I wanted for everything to wrap up. It was just so satisfying.
I agree with that.
I think if it were different, I wouldn't have liked it as much.
Yeah.
I think everything that came before it that I got through, like, it was hard to get through because it was a little too cringy or a little too confusing with the Marlians and the Eldians and the who's a Marlian born an Eldian.
Right.
Like,
Fair.
somebody's stuck in ice. There's a king and they live underground and they're gonna eat each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
Okay.
pretty poor explanation. Yeah.
Absolutely top 3 for me.
Top 3?
Top 3. All
Dang.
time.
I don't think I'd put this top 3.
Yeah. I genuinely think it is such an impressive piece of fiction that, like, obviously number 1 is One Piece, and then like it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is either 2nd or 3rd.
I need to watch
Yeah,
that
that's the
because
good
I only watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, because it's good. It's just good.
Yeah.
But 9 out of 10 is a solid record.
Yeah, I would put One Piece above this, and I haven't finished One Piece.
You need to.
Yeah.
Everyone in the comments say she needs to watch One Piece or read it, whichever one.
If you've gotten this far, you better write that.
Yeah.
I don't believe you've gotten this far if you haven't. Well, if there's no comments about One Piece, this whole entire video was for nothing.
True.
I'm just.
All right.
It was up there though. I mean, it's probably top 5 for me right now.
Fair.
We'll see where that moves.
Yeah.
If I read the manga, it might move up higher, just for the appreciation level.
All right, now would you
Yeah.
like to rank
Alright, Sabrina, it's ranking time. We're gonna rank the Titans! Who is your favorite Titan? Okay, well, first, we've got 9. We've got 9 of them.
Yeah.
Let me read off their powers and abilities. That way our viewers at home are educated.
You got holders too.
Holders?
Like wielders of them.
Wielder. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. So, we've got the Founding Titan. This is all from attackontitan.fandom.com. Okay. The Founding Titan, by screaming, could turn subjects of Ymir into Titans, control the mind of Titans, and alter the memories and bodies of subjects of Ymir, but only if the inheritor had royal blood or was in contact with a Titan of royal blood. It was connected to all subjects of Ymir and Titans via paths. Eren's form of the Founding Titan is called Doomsday Titan. I didn't know that. Aw, Sabrina's purring. Okay. The Armored Titan was covered by hardened, armor-like skin, except in key areas necessary for movement. It also possessed the ability to harden its arms and feet with sharper claws, which could be used to climb structures such as the walls. Capital W. The Attack Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. Yeah, why is that? Okay, anyway.
Because Attack Titan.
I was like...
The show is just called Attack Titan.
You're so right, yeah. Okay. Could receive memories from both past and future inheritors of the Titan. Guided by these memories, it always moved ahead fighting for freedom. America. Wow, he's so patriotic. Alright, the Beast Titan could take on the physical characteristics of different animals that vary between its inheritors. Beast Boy. The Cart Titan was quadrupedal and had great endurance that allowed it to stay transformed for long periods of time, as well as transform in rapid succession without needing to rest. Hundreds of times per day even, its speed rivaled that of the Jaw Titan. There's so many. The Colossal Titan was enormous and could emit immense amounts of steam from its body like a blast furnace at the gradual cost of its muscle tissue. The user was able to control the Titan's transformation power and blast radius. The Female Titan could inherit abilities much more easily than any of the other Titans. It could also harden areas of its skin for extra offensive and defensive capabilities. It also had the ability to summon pure Titans that scream. And the Jaw Titan was the swiftest of the 9 Titans and had sharp, hardened teeth and claws capable of damaging or breaking almost anything. That leaves us with the Warhammer Titan, who could materialize various weapons and structures from its own hardened flesh. It could be controlled from afar through a cable of Titan flesh while the user remained hidden within a hardened crystal casing. Alright, so that's a lot.
Do you want me to burn through mine?
Burn through yours, yeah.
So, least favorite, Warhammer. You get no time with them. Mm-hmm. I think I'm also basing off when you see them fighting on the spine. A lot of them are just, like, have weapons, like, that's cool and all. But just least favorite. Then, Jaw Titan. I didn't care about any of the wielders that had the Jaw Titan. Just that's it. Kind of looked weird. And I feel like the Card Titan had, like, the same amount of skill. Female Titan is kind of fast. That's really, I feel like you got most of that there. Armored Titan, mostly because Jean in the last episode, when he says, for someone that's an armored Titan, it really does break a lot, which is accurate. Really not strong. Colossal after that, because just big. I feel like that's most of it. What am I missing now?
We've got the Beast Titan, the Cart Titan, the Founding Titan, and the Attack Titan.
Okay. Attack Titan, 4, just kind of base, whatever. Beast Titan, I love, especially fighting on the spine, because you see all of the different types of animals. I don't know if it's in the anime, but you do see, like, a whale Titan, which is truly insane, because when is that useful? But it's very funny. Look up whale Titan. You'll see a little
I'm
thing.
going right now.
And then Founder, obviously. Great powers, great whatever. And then finally, absolute favorite, Card Titan, Pieck is the peak of humanity. Love her so much. Don't care about the abilities, I just love Pieck.
Sorry, who was before the Cart Titan?
Founder.
So that was your number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. and your Beast Titan was number 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you look at Whale Titan?
I did look up the Whale Titan, and it's in the opening.
Oh, yeah.
Opening 3. But I don't think...
If it was a Titan, that doesn't make sense. That's a bad run for whoever that was.
Yeah. Alright, so my ranking's very similar to yours. Starting at the bottom. Oh, what's that quote?
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. No, it's from Dance Moms. What is it?
Dance Moms?
Yeah.
Oh, when they're doing the pyramid?
Starting... what's the meme? At the bottom of the pyramid. What is that?
That's Dance Moms.
Hard on her, and she's taking it like a champ. I guess she really wants to get back on this pyramid.
On the bottom?
On the bottom?
Hey, you were good. I'm waiting for you to
You were good? I'm waiting for you to be great. Okay, here we go. Okay. The Warhammer Titan. Oh, shit, I did it wrong. At the bottom of the pyramid. The Warhammer Titan. You were good, but I was waiting for you to be great. I'm sorry. I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? So, same.
Yeah.
I liked the design of it, but yeah, we barely got to see it in action. And then, like, it's just a little too creepy for me. I'm sorry.
It does look cool. I like the face.
And then the Jaw Titan. I'm also sorry, but I also didn't love the Jaw Titan. I think the coolest version of the Jaw Titan was Falco's.
Yeah.
I think that was wild. And then he could fly.
So I don't know if we ever talked about that, but it's because he also had Zeke's spinal fluid in it. So he had the Beast Titan as well.
That makes so much more sense. I was like, what the heck?
That's why he could change like, when Zeke died.
That makes so much sense, yeah. Duh. Then I would say, and this is where we differ.
I forgot what I said.
I think you put the female Titan next.
Right.
I think I'm gonna put the Colossus Titan.
Very colossal.
They got this wrong.
Is this a colossal Titan?
It says Colossus. Attack on Titan fandom, you need some
Bearhole
editing.
is a great character though.
It's
Love her.
Chogata Kyojin. Alright, that one is on the 3rd worst. Alright. We're going from bottom up. Then I'm gonna put the Armored Titan. I loved Rhina. I love the design of the Armored Titan, but I just like other Titans more. And that's where I'm gonna put the Beast Titan. I loved the Beast Titan for the fact that there are other versions of it. If there weren't other versions, I don't think I would have liked it more. I do really like Zeke though.
Yeah.
So that puts it up higher. And then I'm gonna put the female Titan.
Okay.
Which is controversial, I think, because I think a lot of people don't love the female Titan. And I say that as somebody who doesn't know.
I feel like I don't know, but I feel like if it is, it's because you really like don't know what her powers are. It just seems like she's just a fast Titan.
That makes so much
That's
sense.
kind of, yeah.
I think I like her the best because... The best. I think I like her more than, like, the Beast Titan because of 2 things. One, it's, like, the only Titan that kind of has, like, a female appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the design. I think they totally could have messed it up in different ways.
Yeah.
But I also really like that it can call other Titans. I think that's like cooler than being able to do some of the other stuff. I don't know. Maybe I would put the Beast Titan above her.
Yeah, because like the Beast Titan can call them, but only because it's Zeke, because he has the royal blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're including that Zeke is the Beast Titan, he definitely goes above Amy.
I think it's a solid. I think it's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
And then the Attack Titan. Actually, yeah, the Attack Titan. I love the design of the Attack Titan.
Mm-hmm.
The face, oh my god, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm sorry, I'm doing this so poorly. I think I'll put the Cart Titan as the second one. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. And then the Founding Titan is the first. And the founding titan just looks so freaking cool. I'm gonna look at it right now just for the fun of it.
I was about to show you just that mix.
Oh, but the Brock Lesnar thing?
Yeah, with Yushin and Kami.
Oh, wow.
Like, you really see like the body is modeled after them.
And the founding titan looks a little different in some of the manga panels.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm trying to think. You don't.
I'll show the camera. I doubt you can see that. What are you saying, Erik?
I feel like you don't see the founding titan as like.
Besides Eren's like final rumbling thing.
Yeah. And I wonder what it would look like if it wasn't Eren.
I guess technically the founding titan is a specific titan.
I don't really understand.
Because the founding titan was from the royal family that his dad ate as the attack titan.
Mm-hmm.
So then he had the attack titan still just that. I don't know, it is a little feeling. No, he didn't. No. I think the attack titan, I actually don't know. I don't know if I feel like the attack titan and founding titan are the same thing. Kind of.
The founding titan was capable of changing the body composition of any subject of Ymir. An Eldian king from 600 years ago once used this power to make the subjects of Ymir immune to a rampant epidemic.
Yeah, so the founder went through the royal family until Eren's dad.
Yeah. Zeke Jaeger wanted to use this ability to make all subjects of Ymir sterile so that they would die out in a generation and rid the world of Titans from the furrow. Mm-hmm. That's one reason why I did not like Zeke Jaeger at the beginning.
Oh.
I was like, we know some people who try to do this, bro. And it was not good.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So, Eren's dad, I guess Zeke's dad too. Eren's dad eats the owl who had the attack titan. And that's how he's the attack titan. So then he eats the founder, so he has both. Which then Eren eats both.
Yeah.
So that's how he has the founder, yeah.
Yes. What would I do without Erik?
I forgot.
I'd be confused.
I forgot that whole thing.
The royal bloodline necessity. Yeah, so if it's inherited by someone outside the royal family, they need to, be in connection with them, physical contact.
That's why Eren couldn't do anything until he...
Yep, and the touch of Astoria, resurfaced memories, because some snippets of the previous inheritors' memories could be realized. Mm-hmm. Sometimes don't come because they're erratic. Cool. That's all I got. Actually, I do want to say I love the weird centipede that made the Titan. What do we call that?
I genuinely don't know. I've heard just like the devil, because that's kind of what it is.
The source of all living matter.
Yeah.
Took on a very insect-like appearance, being compared to a shining centipede. In the battle of heaven and earth, the giant centipede emerged from the attack titan. That's what they said on Reddit.
I have one more thing too.
Oh, it's known as the centipede coon by the fans.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Thanks, denofgeek.com. The shining centipede is affectionately known to fans. It's the insectoid entity that granted Ymir the power of the... Also called the devil of all earth. Yeah. The power of the Titans. It's an enigmatic organism, the origin point of all Titan kind. Creepy crawly swims up. I just think that's so cool. I love stuff like that.
It was creepy. That was creepy.
The source of all organic matter. The scientific non-arguments for the shining centipede. People have put theories out.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. Where it comes from.
It's biologically unfeasible. It displays advanced abilities that seem more in line with cutting-edge alien technology than what ancient worms were capable of. Duh.
Yeah.
Does this look like the science fair?
It's also a fantasy world. Essentially.
I'm a certified hater right here. This isn't science fiction. This is science fiction. Sorry. Centipede coon can apparently graft itself under the human nervous system, consequently providing its host with an array of superpowers. Generates paths, a network of quasi-magical channels centered around the so-called coordinate. These paths function as neural circuits that link every alien person and Titan, a sophisticated mainframe that can store and modify entries for collective memories according to the will of the Titan's user. Okay, so Den of Geeks article, they're saying, my favorite tinfoil theory assumes that Centipede coon is indeed the precursor of all life because that would explain why Titans exhibit both plant and animal properties. Mm-hmm. As mentioned earlier, their external anatomy is distinctly humanoid, has hair, skin, limbs, normal facial features in all the right positions, although they lack genitalia. Abnormal Titans vary slightly, but on the other hand, Titans derive their energy from the sun and are generally dormant in the absence of solar radiation, much like photosynthetic plants. Some Titans respond to mild sensory stimuli, most animals, while others don't even perceive extreme injuries, most plants. The Shining Centipede also possesses some kind of sentience, given that it can act on its own accord when required. However, it seems to be permanently bound to the will of the first founder, Ymir Fritz. Vanishes only after she decides to ditch her sandy limbo for good in the final chapter. It could be that the Centipede chooses Ymir as its partner and is either reluctant or unable to persist without her, but its disappearance is riddled with discrepancies. I was wondering what happened to that little mother beep, because why'd you cause all that trouble?
I mean, I have a theory about what happened to it.
Okay, tell me.
But first, I just want to say, my theory of what it is, I like the devil theory of it just being like religiously, canonically devil, because it also goes with Eren being a devil at the end when he like also makes a deal with her, but instead he saves her instead of bounding her to this terrible life.
What deal did he make with her?
Like being like, I'll get you out of here, like don't like let me go through. Like,
I remember in the path world where he's talking to like the kid Ymir.
Yeah, and he like breaks out of his chains to go over to her.
Yes,
yeah.
I remember. Because
at that point she still isn't with Eren at that point. Like she's still with Zeke. Because he's more loyal.
You're so right.
Yeah, my theory, Attack on Titan 2, you see a kid going into the tree, into Eren tree. Mm-hmm. I think that the little devil thing is with Eren. I think Centipede Coon is with Eren.
Yeah.
Dead Eren. Who knows?
You know, that may... residing in his head?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, or just in the general area of him.
Didn't it disappear? Or what? Do you remember?
No, you don't see it. You don't see anything with it.
Because they were like holding it and fighting it, right?
And then they all get turned. Eren dies. Smoke.
And then it's gone.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you don't see it after that.
I don't know. I don't remember. I guess so.
But I like Attack on Titan 2. I like it.
Yeah. I do like that they have somebody else going in the tree. I like that the tree persists. Yeah. And that's the one thing I like.
It's a different tree.
Parallel. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it blew up or whatever. But I like symbolically that it's a tree. Because also, I mean, Den of Geeks started writing about mythology, but when I saw the tree, I obviously went to Yggdrasil with the Norse mythology. Do you know about it?
Kind of, I think so.
Yeah.
I think One Piece has something in that.
Yeah, so I was going to see what they wrote. Well, they kind of have like a primordial pool thing here. Mm-hmm. But usually you have like roots of a tree branching off, and it's like the different, I guess, I'm not super well versed in Norse mythology, but like branches off to different like worlds. Like you have Midgard and Asgard. I only know mythology from Marvel, from Thor.
I think the interesting, you don't see, like that tree doesn't get hit by the bombs either. Because
it doesn't?
You can still see Eren's gravestone. It's just it's like blows over.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's what, but I like the apocalyptic part of that look of it, where you see cars and everything too.
Yeah, I know. It was so cool. I thought it was cute. But yeah, they're talking about primordial pool hypothesis, where the arcane liquid is Ichir, the source of life, and Ymir is the progenitor of the giant-like beings known as the Jotnar, that has claimed to have been originated from the substance. And In Icelandic, Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish, descendants of the word char refer to poison venom, arguably mirroring the toxic impact of Titan warfare. I mean, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Another perspective within the same mythos mentions Nidhogg, a serpentine beast that represents chaos and suffering. This entity is found in Herpagilmer. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. A boiling spring located at the roots of Yggdrasil, the cosmic world tree that nourishes the 9 realms of Midgard, Vanaheim, Utgard, Nidavellir, Hel, Asgard, Muspelheim. Oh no, my laptop died! And the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, I liked it. I liked Attack on Titan. And haters will say it sucks, and other haters will say it's the best thing in the world. Other people will be mad that fans and random people online went and rated it really high on my anime list
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
do that. And I'm gonna say I knew I'd like Eren Yeager because he's an edgelord. And that's my opinion. How do you feel, Erik?
I loved it. It's one of my
We
favorite
loved
series.
it. We're fans.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't live in Titan world. If there's, I don't know if I'd take zombies over Titans. That's hard.
Yeah.
Probably neither.
Yeah, that would be cool. Sure.
Alright, well, thanks to Erik, my Chaos Lord member. You could be a Chaos Lord too if you're cool.
Comment about One Piece.
Yeah, comment
And
about
listen
One
to
Piece.
my podcast, Lost Narration.
Yeah. Alright, listen to Erik's Lost in Narration podcast on all streaming platforms. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Right.